It also has tandem brake boosters, which all Espadas have. Apparently it makes for very powerful brakes. Other than that, everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. Obviously getting all those Weber carburetors in sync is quite a job, and it's quite a complicated linkage, as you can see, with bell cranks and cables and all sorts of things to get it to all work properly. This is just a shot of the instrument panel. It's got oodles of gauges. You have oil pressure, oil temperature, water temperature, speedo, goes up to 180 miles an hour, the tach, amps, and I'm not sure what that one is, gas gauge. There's even a clock over on the side. Switches for the lights, the wipers, the washer. The radio's over on the side here for some reason. It's got a 5-speed gearbox and 4 very comfortable seats. And these are the accommodations for the backseat passengers, which really are not too shabby at all. And the little side windows actually pop outwards. They open from the bottom and swing out. And then you have the trunk space in the back with that famous glass rear window. As you can see, the trunk in the back is really quite spacious. It holds 10 cubic feet, so not only does the car house 4 adults comfortably, it can really take quite a bit of luggage. And there's a full spare tire underneath there too, which is more than you can say for a lot of the modern cars. But when you look at the details, I mean, you can see that it is sort of homemade. The little pockets here that cover the tail lights are, I mean, they just sort of sit there. So it's truly a handmade machine, but beautifully done. Keep going, keep going. There you go. Oh, that's okay. I don't mean to insult the Espada by putting it next to my piece of crap Sable station wagon, but I don't think you can appreciate how low and wide this car is unless you put it next to a car that's known. And mind you, the Sable station wagon's fairly low compared to most everybody's sport utes today. But look where the 4-seater, I mean, they're both 4-seater cars with a hatch in the back. Look where the Lamborghini comes up to the Sable wagon. I mean, back in '68, this thing must have looked like a spaceship when it came out on the roads. I mean, just another shot at the height and configuration discrepancy between the two cars. Pretty hilarious. As far as problems with Espadas, obviously the gas mileage isn't great. Apparently they get 18 miles to the gallon on the highway at best. The steel bodies were apparently made with fairly poor grade steel and are very prone to rusting. Around wheel wells, bottoms of doors, behind the front wheels, the front valence. Apparently there's quite a few areas that are notorious for rot. The interior, apparently it takes 18 hides to redo the interior, so that could get expensive. As far as restoring one, apparently it's got a lot of different parts to it compared to some of the other Lamborghini models, and all the parts are expensive. So apparently if you plan on getting a beater and restoring it, the parts prices will kill you because there's so many of them and they are expensive. The power windows apparently can be very problematic, and apparently the suspension has a lot of bushings in it, which makes for a very compliant ride but good handling. But when the bushings go, apparently it's like $1,000 worth of or higher to replace all those bushings.